In the previous video, we looked at how the Linux operating system works. We also talked about a few competitive advantages of the Linux OS. But today, in this video, we will look at 5 of the most important advantages of the Linux operating system. 5 of the most important competitive advantages that it poses over its mates. The first is that it's totally free. So you will never have to pay $100 or $250 or $500 to get your hands on a genuine copy of the Linux distribution. It's totally accessible to the public for free. And my guess is that this is the reason why there are a lot of cloud jobs on the internet today, because a lot of these companies, about 90-95% of these companies are recruiting tech talents and they are building on the Linux ecosystem. So if you're going to get a DevOps job tomorrow, or a cloud engineering job, or an SRE job, or just any job that works on the cloud, this is because the Linux system is very, very free. The second one is that it's very reliable and it has a very huge performance boost. Because of the fact that Linux has a very lightweight kernel, the processes run 2 to 10 times faster than other operating systems. All of that crash and slowdowns that you witness on your Windows computer, you will never encounter it on Linux. Not that we are trying to water down Windows. I think it's very good as a PC, but companies require speed and performance, and they need their applications to be running 24/7. Again, you would not need to bother about reinstalling a Linux distribution just to experience a smoother system. This is not to say that the Linux distributions don't have their own issues, but if we look at it on the bigger picture, it's very reliable by design. Security. Windows, like you know, is very vulnerable to different types of attacks. And this is the reason why you will always need to download or install an antivirus. However, with Linux, you will never need an antivirus. It is not as vulnerable as Windows for 2 reasons. The first reason is the process of package management. So you install softwares with the use of a package manager that you will learn much later. And then 2 is the concept of repositories. So Linux is very much open source. And that's the reason why we usually do not have a lot of security issues to deal with, unlike Windows. Not that it is totally invulnerable, right? But it's a lot more secure. Privacy. Like Microsoft certainly tries to anonymize data collected from the user. And the most important information here is that Microsoft certainly collects your data. However, with Linux, there is no data collection. Since it is open source and there's no single company making decisions or not, it is a perfect solution for the privacy problem. Lastly, it is very much open source, right? Since Linux is open source, anyone with a desktop or an internet connection can download, change it, and contribute to the internal kernel. This means that the source code is online, and here is where most of its advantages come from. In the next video, you are going to use AWS EC2 to configure your first Linux server.